this team that makes a push in the second half of the season. Anything can happen.
Here are the 5 for Philadelphia. They've got Joel Embiid. Maxey out there with Paul George. Connects again from distance.
Up the ladder he goes as the threes continue to fall for him, as they have all season long.
And with his performance, he is now tied for second for the most threes in a season.
A mark set by James Harden in 2019. 378 triples shared for now.
Over to the left wing. Here's Jenkins. And again for 3.
And that shot pushes him further up the all-time ladder for threes in a season.
And the next mark on his list, the top spot. What a season to remember.
Yeah, that top mark is owned by Stephen Curry. 402 triples set in 2016. But for now, a new mark for second place.
Well, the last time the Bulls won a playoff series was back in 2015, Grant.
That was back when Butler and Rose were their leading scorers. And it just shows you just how long it's been. But they've been stuck in mediocrity ever since. And right now, they are desperate for a breakthrough season. 3 out of 3, perfect start. Let's see how long they can ride this wave.
Drives to the hoop. And he throws it down with one hand.
Well, Maxey has proven he's got a good eye out on the floor. He'll spot those gaps in a minute.
Here's Jenkins. Another 3 for Chicago.
I love the execution we are seeing thus far. 4 shots and 4 makes.
For 3, Maxey. Chicago with a rebound. Boy, this team is on a heater right now. 16 wins in a row, and they've shown no signs of slowing down.
And it is very impressive, but it's also interesting. I mean, even sitting here at the broadcast table and the storyline this group has created has you just impressed and a little scratch in your head, because we expect drama and a certain amount of unpredictability with this crew. That's not gone away, but I tell you, this team seems to be minimizing or mitigating the volatility. They seem to be a lot more solid of late.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Rain Man in their last game against the Pacers was simply terrific. He contributed 62 points, and he's a tremendous three-point shooter. We saw that again last game. His numbers from that game jump off the stat sheet. He was just superb. Guys, let's see if he can do it again.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
What a 22-23 season it was for Joel Embiid. Named MVP with the Sixers, Clark.
Yeah, and that was Philly's first MVP since the answer, Allen Iverson, back in 2001. Embiid led the league in scoring at over 33 a game on 55% shooting from the floor. Remarkable. Nobody could stop him. He was virtually unguardable.
To the middle, Yabusele. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Well, this was a big summer for the 76ers, Grant, trying to capitalize on their championship window. It's Bulls leading by 9. Taking a look at Philadelphia. Joel Embiid is out there with Edwards. Then it's Kyle Lowry, and it's McCain in at the 2.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Here's Jenkins. He played a great game against Indiana. Sinks it from distance.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart. With the ball on the string, just getting anywhere he wants to go.
Pass to Jenkins. Back to Dosunmu. Out left to the wing. There's the triple. Jenkins misses.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
76ers trail by 13. Lowry surveys the D. Now Edwards. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. Lowry outside. No good on the 3.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Into the lane. And Collins with the big block.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
White, the pass to Rain Man. Fires the 3. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Now Lowry. His nightly numbers respectable, putting up 10 points a game. Here's Embiid. The shot comes out. Excellent D there from Collins. Jacks up a 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
And it's Lowry with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the year.
And this is a matchup they expect to win. Certainly, last year they were the stronger ball club.
Yeah, and very tough to beat when they're playing up to their capabilities. That's why they're one of the top teams in the league.
Here's Jenkins. Here's White. Banked it in off the glass. White's got 6.
Well, you can't give him any room to maneuver on the boards because once he does, he's going to make you pay.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. So Chicago ends up going with a new group. And let's take a look at some of the players we expect to participate in this year's dunk contest. Always an exciting event.
Yeah, year after year, these guys find new ways to innovate and stun the judges. It's remarkable.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Bulls out in front, running away with this one. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of...
Not sure any run of games feel comfortable, but this might be as close as you can get. They're at home against teams that they can clearly beat. This is a great opportunity for them to stack up some...
And let's talk now about the game we've been watching. What a terrific first half for the Bulls.
Obviously, they've been...
Appreciate you joining us.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And this is a star-driven league, but talk about the importance of role players, Grant.
Oh, B.A., a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference.
We've got Buzelis. He's out there with Dosunmu. Nikola Vucevic is out there with Trey Jones. And it's Jenkins in at the shooting guard. That's the group for Billy Donovan, getting going here in the second half. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Nikola Vucevic has seen a lot in his decade plus in the league, and he said the game has changed. Now you have centers that can pass, put the ball on the floor, make plays, and shoot threes, play like guards. And you can't get stuck in time. You have to be able to adjust.
Allie, he's certainly got the skill level.
And George really good at recognizing his fast break opportunities and torching the defense with his speed and athleticism in transition.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And it's Dosunmu with the rebound.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their